Hi students, this is Karthik Trivedi. You are watching a lecture series of engineering graphics and design with me. In last video, we have seen the different methods of dimensioning. Now in this video, we're gonna see first what is scale, second what is the representative fraction, third we're gonna see the purpose of scale and representative fraction, and fourth we're gonna see the different types of scale. So let us start this video with the very first question. What is scale? So as you can read the definition from your screen, a scale is defined as a ratio of linear dimension of the object as represented in drawing to the actual dimension of the same. So let me explain you this definition by one example. Let's say you are having a one line. Let's say you are having a one line of 1000 centimeter, but you cannot draw this 1000 centimeter line in your drawing book. That is your constraint, or you can say that is your limitations. Now, but what I am going to do, I am going to represent this 1000 centimeter line by a 10 centimeter line in drawing book. So what I am going to do, I am going to represent, again I am going to repeat, I am going to represent this 1000 centimeter big line by a 10 centimeter line in drawing book. Okay, so this 10 centimeter line represents a line of 1000 centimeter. So what actually you're gonna see it over here, that the actual dimension of the line is 1000 centimeter, but I am going to show it in drawing book by a 10 centimeter line. So drawing dimension is 10 centimeter and actual dimension is 1000 centimeter. So as we can see the definition, a scale is a ratio of linear dimension of the object as represented in drawing. So here, what is the linear dimension of object in drawing? So you can see that the actual dimension of the line is 1000 centimeter, but I am going to show it by a line of 10 centimeter in drawing book. So linear dimension of drawing is 10 centimeter over here. So drawing dimension is 10 centimeter to the actual dimension of same. So what is the actual dimension? Is 1000 centimeter. So scale is equal to drawing dimension upon actual dimension. So what I am going to do it here, I am going to represent a 1000 centimeter big line by a 10 centimeter line. So that means actual dimension of the line is 1000 centimeter and drawing dimension is 10 centimeter. So scale is equal to drawing dimension upon actual dimension. So drawing dimension is 10 centimeter upon actual dimension is 1000 centimeter. So 0 and 0 will be cut from the numerator and denominator. So your scale is going to be 1 upon 100, or you can say your scale is 1 gem 100. So now you got to know that scale is nothing but the ratio of drawing dimension upon actual dimension. Second, then what is representative fraction? So either you can say it a scale or either you can say it representative fraction. Both are same thing. You can call it scale or you can call it representative fraction. Sometimes it is also shown by RF. RF means representative fraction. So definition of scale and representative fraction both are same. Actually both are the same thing. Either you can call it a scale or either you can call it a representative fraction or RF. So scale or representative fraction is equal to drawing dimension upon actual dimension. Okay. Now the next important thing is the both are unitless quantity. They does not have any unit. So whenever you are having a different dimension, let's say I have a drawing dimension is 1000 centimeter, but I am going to represent it by, let's say, 1 meter. Then you can see that if I will write actual dimension, so if I will write drawing dimension, it will be 1 meter and actual dimension is 1000 centimeter. So here in numerator the unit is meter and the denominator the unit is centimeter. So to make it unitless, you have to convert either of these unit into either into meter or into centimeter. Okay, so always remember representative fraction and scale both are unitless quantity. They does not have any unit. So if the numerator is having a different unit and denominator is having a different unit, then make both are in the same unit and then find the final value. Okay, so unit or scale and representative fraction both are unitless. Okay, and the definition, or you can see the definition of scale and representative fraction is equal to drawing dimension upon actual dimension. Now, but the question comes in your mind, sir, then what is the use? What is the purpose of doing this? What is the purpose of scale, or what is the purpose of representative fraction? So the purpose is that it is not always convenient to draw a drawing of the object to its actual size. So let me give you one example. Let's say there is one big building which is very big in height, and if I will tell you draw the drawing of this particular building, but when you are trying to draw this building in your drawing book, you cannot draw it in your drawing book. Why? Because the height of this building is very large, and you cannot, or you will not able to draw this particular building in your drawing book. Then what you have to do? Then you have to scale it down. So what I will do, let's say there is a height of particular building is very large. Then what I will do? I will scale it down. Just like I have given the example that some 1000 centimeter big line, I am going to represent it by 10 centimeters. So when there are some situations where dimensions are very large, then you have to scale it down. Okay, so this is the first purpose. Second thing, it is not only that. Look at some tiny object. Let's say watch. So if you see the watch is a very small object. And the gear in that particular watch, or you can see the mechanism, or you can see the gear in that particular watch is very, very small. And if I tell you that draw the figure of that gear in your drawing book, you cannot draw it properly. Then what you have to do? Yes, you are right. Now you have to scale it large. Then you have to, let's say if the particular line is represented by 10 centimeter, then you will going to draw it by 1000 centimeter in your drawing book. So what I am going to do it here, I am going to make it large. So sometimes there are a small object which at that time it is not possible to draw it by actual dimension. Then you have to make it large. Or sometimes the object are very big, so you cannot draw it by the actual dimension. So at that time you have to scale it down. So that is the purpose of why we are going to take a scale or representative fraction. Now I think you will get to know. Now we're gonna see the different types of scale. First, in enlarging scale. So in enlarging scale, as the name suggests, you will get to know that here we are going to increase the size of actual dimension. Let's say there is a line of 10 centimeter, but I am going to draw or what I'm trying to say, that if I'm going to show this 10 centimeter line by 100 centimeter in drawing book. So what I'm going to do, the actual dimension is 10 centimeter, but I'm going to draw it in a drawing book by 100 centimeter. So what I'm going to do it over here, I'm enlarging the scale over here. So scale is equal to drawing dimension. So what is drawing dimension? 100 centimeter upon what is actual dimension is 10 centimeter. So 100 by 10, so it will be a 10 jam 1. So it is enlarging scale. So in enlarging scale you are enlarging the dimension, so that's why it is known as enlarging scale. And always remember, the value of enlarging scale is always greater than 1. Now second is reducing scale. So it is just reverse of enlarging scale. So here what you are going to do, you are going to reduce the actual dimension. Let's say the actual dimension of particular line is 10 centimeter, but I am going to draw it by 1 centimeter in drawing book. So what is a drawing dimension is 1 centimeter, and what is actual dimension is 10 centimeter. So what will be the scale, or what is RF? It will be a 1 jam 10. So this is the example of reducing scale, and always remember the value of reducing scale is always less than 1. So third type is called full scale. So now as the name suggests, here the actual dimension and linear and the drawing dimension both are same. Let's say I have some line of 10 centimeter, the actual dimension in 10 centimeter, and also I am going to draw it this line by 10 centimeter in drawing book. So the drawing dimension and actual dimension both are same. So scale is equal to drawing dimension upon actual dimension. So drawing dimension is 10 centimeter and also actual dimension is 10 centimeter. So scale will become 1 jam 1. So it is called full scale. And always remember, the value of full scale, or you can see the value of the ratio of the full scale is always 1, because both are same. Second is half scale. So as you already know now, what is half scale? Let's say the actual dimension of particular object is 10, or you can say the actual dimension of particular line is 10 centimeter, and I'm going to make it half. So I'm going to draw it by which dimension? Yes, you are right. I'm going to draw it by 5 centimeter. So drawing dimension upon actual dimension. So drawing dimension is 5 centimeter and actual dimension is 10 centimeter. So 5 upon 10. So half scale will be 1 jam 2. Okay, so half scale will always be 1 jam 2 because it is half scale. So in enlarged scale you are going to enlarge the value, in reducing scale you are going to reduce the value. In full scale the drawing dimension and actual dimension both are same. In half scale the drawing dimension is half of the actual dimension. Now in last you have to remember these units, because these units is going to be help you in the next video where I am going to solve the example. So you have to remember this conversion: 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeters, 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeters, all the dimension which is written over here. And also you have to remember 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter, 1 yard equal to 3 feet, 1 foot equal to 12 inch. So this is the all the conversion which you need to remember so that you can easily solve the example of plane scale. So what I'm giving you lesson in this video. Just write down all this conversion and remember it. So what you have to do, you have to remember it very carefully. And also you can see the representative factor definition, or you can see the scale definition, which I already told you. It is drawing dimension upon actual dimension. Let's say the drawing dimension in form of some area. Let's say then you have to find the representative factor is equal to square root of the area of drawing upon actual area. Same for volume. You have to find representative factor is equal to cube root of volume of drawing upon actual volume. Okay, and the second thing which you have to remember is length of scale is equal to representative fraction multiplied by maximum length to be measured. So right now you have to just remember these two equations. Don't worry if you don't get it. We will get it these two things in our next video where we are going to solve the example of plane scale. I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.